Shiny hunting in Pokemon Legends ZA is absolutely broken, so here's everything you need to know before you start hunting. First off, let's quickly go over the way that spawns work, because it's different than any other game. In this game, every time you hit a loading screen, every single Pokemon on the map will reload, or in our case, re-roll to become a shiny. However, if you hit a loading screen when you already have a shiny loaded onto your map, it will stay shiny. And this will work for up to 10 shinies at a time, which doesn't sound like too much, but you won't really have to worry about getting more than 10 at once. But because shinies won't be reloaded into non-shinies, we can abuse this map reloads to farm a bunch of shinies. Now, how do you actually go about resetting the spawns in these wild zones? Luckily, one of the methods is available very early in the game, which is what I'll cover first. So the great thing about this method is that you can do it super early in the game. It becomes more optimized a little bit later in the game, but the second you unlock Wild Zone 3, you can start doing it. You won't get these wild alphas until you complete a mission a little bit later on, but you can still do it regardless, as long as you have this area unlocked. So the way you do this is so simple. All you have to do is go in between these loading zones, back and forth, up and down the stairs. That's it, because every time you do, it'll reload all the spawns. But for each shiny that becomes loaded, it will never get re-rolled. And what's great about just the design of these stairs is that because the camera resets, you always have to go down. So let me just demonstrate something. You can just set up a rubber band or something like this on your Joy-Con, and you can just leave your Switch running in the background while you do anything else. Just go out with your life. As long as your Switch stays on and the controller stays propped down, then you're good to go. So I'm gonna come back to this setup in an hour. I'll wait an hour and I'll see what happens. All right, it's been an hour. Let's see what we have here. All right, there we go. We got something. Shiny Pancham. So for an hour of playing, one shiny is pretty unlucky, but nonetheless, it still worked, as you can see there. And I have quite a few shinies that I've gotten from this method. I ran it the other night for around 4 hours, and I managed to find these 5 shinies in 4 hours. So, you know, obviously it's still full odds, so it's depends on how lucky you get. But this is a very good method. So there are actually a few alternate ways of doing this method, but they're less efficient. So as you can see here, I'm in Area 6, and we have this level 17 female Houndour over here, and this level 18 female Houndour. So basically all you have to do is fast travel to whichever zone you want. There we go. So as you can see here, this Houndour is now a male, which means the Pokemon re-rolled. So I don't actually know if you have to be in the zone when you fast travel or not. So basically, anytime you fast travel to a wild zone, no matter where you fast traveled from, the Pokemon in that wild zone will re-roll and have a new chance of being shiny. But this is sort of an inefficient way of doing it. So there's another one that can be automated, but you have to have a Pro Controller with Turbo Mode, and I'll demonstrate that one. So I don't have a Turbo Controller, but just for the sake of this, let's pretend that I do. So I would turn on the Turbo button for A, and just interact with this bench, and because I'm turboing A, it just spams the A button. And that will cause me to rest at this bench. and that will re-roll all the spawns in this wild zone. So if you pair a turbo controller that is spamming A with the rubber band method, so you face back towards the bench, then you can automate shiny hunting that way. It's a little bit slower than the zone 3 method, but it's a lot more accessible because you can hunt anywhere that there's a bench. And I don't have any examples because I can't do it because I don't have a pro controller, but you get the idea, and I'm sure you can probably just get a concept of how good this method is. So that is currently all of the info we have regarding this method. If anything more comes out, I will make a sequel video to this. But also, get your hunting in now while you can, because I can't tell if this is an intended feature or a bug. And if it's a bug, then Nintendo will probably patch this out very quickly. So hunt while you can, and if you want to be safe, I know you can like turn off your Wi-Fi to prevent auto updates. So if you want to do that, go for it. But that's all there is. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.